The galaxy decided Earth should die. Humanity's reply shocked everyone. The galaxy decided Earth should die. No one knew exactly why at first. Humans were small, weak, and slow compared to other species, yet something about them made the Council uneasy. Humans could adapt, learn fast, and survive in ways no alien had ever imagined. To the Council, this was dangerous. To humans, it was just life. On Earth, the first warning arrived like a strange dream. Satellites that should have been silent began transmitting alien signals. The message was short, clear, and terrifying. It said that the Galactic Council had decided Earth should be erased. The planet had 24 hours. After that, nothing would remain. Humans read the message on their phones, computers, and even on television screens. Governments tried to calm citizens, but panic was everywhere. Streets filled with people running, shouting, and crying. In Washington, D.C., President Daniel Stewart held an emergency meeting with his top advisors. He was a man in his early 50s, calm but tired. "We have no time," he said. "We cannot hope to negotiate with a council that already made its decision. Our only option is to prepare to fight or survive." On the military side, Jack Morris was called back into service. Jack was a pilot who had spent 10 years flying advanced jets, though he had retired after an injury. Now, he stood in a hangar watching fighter planes being refueled and armed. The air smelled of oil and hot metal. The hangar was filled with soldiers, engineers, and volunteers. Everyone was scared, but no one gave up. Jack knew fear, but he also knew humans could do things no one expected. "We need every available person," said Colonel Bradley, a tall man with a rough voice. "We don't know what's coming. We have 24 hours to prepare. Make every move count." Far away from military bases, in a lab in Boston, Dr. Lisa Brown worked quickly. Lisa was a scientist with messy hair, thick glasses, and an unusual mind. She had spent years studying alien technology recovered from meteorites and crashed ships. Most scientists thought she was crazy, but she had already done the impossible several times. She believed humans could survive, but they could not do it with weapons alone. They had to be clever, unpredictable. "We don't have power to fight them head-on," Lisa said to her team. "But we can show them something they did not expect. Humans survive in ways no species can imagine. We have to prove that." News spread across the world. Videos showed giant alien ships approaching the solar system. Ships were silent but enormous, stretching beyond what human minds could imagine. Their surfaces glowed faintly with colors humans had never named. Many humans stopped running in fear and stared at the sky. Children clung to parents, while adults tried to hide panic behind forced calm. In New York City, Ethan Cole, a young engineer with a quick mind, helped organize civilians to evacuate key areas. He had no military training, but he had studied alien technology online, learning as much as he could. "We may not win with guns," he told a group of volunteers, "but if we use our heads, we can survive." Across the ocean, Amy Parker, a communications specialist, worked day and night to translate the alien message and find weaknesses. She noticed patterns, strange pauses, and signals hidden in the main transmission. "They think they understand us," Amy said quietly to herself. "They don't, not yet." As the hours passed, the Council's fleet entered the solar system. Planets like Mars and Jupiter could feel gravitational disturbances as the ships moved. Even satellites in orbit began to shake. Human scientists measured energy readings off the charts. The ships were massive but strangely quiet. Their silence was more terrifying than any weapon. Jack Morris flew over the Atlantic in a fighter jet, scanning the skies. He saw the first ships in orbit and felt a cold, sinking feeling. "They're bigger than anything we've imagined," he muttered to himself. Yet he also felt a spark of hope. Humans had survived disasters before. They had built, rebuilt, and adapted. He remembered the stories of great storms, wars, and even epidemics. Humans always found a way. In Washington, the president made a decision. He called a global broadcast. His voice was calm, steady, but firm. "People of Earth," he said, "we face a threat we cannot fully understand. The galaxy has decided we are dangerous. They will come to erase us, but we are humans. We do not give up. We will not beg. We will fight. Not because we believe we can win with force alone, but because we know humans can survive when others think we cannot. Prepare yourselves. The next hours will define us, and they will remember what Earth is capable of." Across the planet, people listened. Some cried, some shouted, some simply nodded, understanding that this was bigger than any one nation. Humans were united in fear and determination. Even ordinary people, farmers, teachers, and workers, began improvising plans. They built shelters, moved supplies, and prepared to protect families. At Lisa Brown's lab, the team worked feverishly. Pieces of alien tech were scattered across the tables, glowing faintly. Small drones, damaged circuits, and broken energy cores were everywhere. Lisa directed her team with precision, connecting wires, programming systems, and testing devices. "We may not stop them entirely," she said, "but we can do something no one expects. That is our weapon, our creativity, our courage, and our unity." Jack Morris and his team of pilots flew sorties near the alien fleet, testing reactions. The aliens did not respond. Ships glided silently, their eyes everywhere. Jack realized that brute force would not work. They needed tactics humans had never used before: tricks, diversions, and sacrifices if necessary. In a small city in Texas, families watched the sky as bright lights hovered above. People prayed, shouted, or simply held each other. Children asked questions that had no answers. "Why do they want to destroy us?" one child asked. Parents shook their heads. No one had a simple answer. Humans did not understand the council, yet they were ready to fight in their own way. Back in Washington, the president made another broadcast. He spoke directly to the alien council, though he knew they could ignore it. "We are humans," he said. "We do not give up, we do not beg. If you wish to test us, do it. But you will see that humans are unlike any species you have met. We survive, we adapt, and we fight in ways you will never understand." The aliens continued to approach, unaware that humans had already begun their secret plans. Lisa Brown activated hidden devices. Drones scattered across key locations, and engineers finished improvised ships that could move faster than any alien anticipated. Humans had little chance in direct combat, but they had something alien species often lacked: imagination and determination. Jack Morris led a squadron of volunteers in final drills. Pilots, engineers, and even civilians took part. Small ships zipped across the skies, disappearing and reappearing in impossible patterns. Humans practiced coordination that no other species had mastered. Each person knew the cost could be death, but no one hesitated. As night fell, alien ships hovered over the Earth like dark stars. The world held its breath. Humans looked up at them, not in despair but in challenge. Humanity was ready to show the galaxy that they were not weak, not helpless, and not easily erased. In the quiet before the storm, Lisa Brown whispered to Jack Morris, "They may have decided we should die, but they do not know us. They will learn soon enough." Jack nodded. "Then let's make sure they learn the hard way." And with that, the first night of humanity's last chance began. Every city, town, and village was alive with people preparing. Soldiers, scientists, engineers, and ordinary citizens all worked together. Humans had no guarantee of survival. The odds were against them. Yet something deep inside every person on Earth knew one truth: humans never give up, even when the galaxy itself says they should. The fleet's shadow stretched across continents. The countdown began. Earth had only hours left. But humans, united, clever, and fearless, were ready to reply. The galaxy had decided. Earth would not wait to be destroyed. It would act. And that is how the story began. Humans did not wait. While the alien fleet hovered silently over Earth, humanity began a plan no one in the galaxy expected. It was not a plan of brute force. Humans knew they could not match the alien ships in size or power. Instead, they relied on what made them different: speed, creativity, and courage. Dr. Lisa Brown worked in her Boston lab with a small team of engineers, programmers, and volunteers. Small drones and improvised machines filled the room. Circuits buzzed, wires glowed, and the smell of heated metal was everywhere. Lisa's eyes scanned a console as she typed furiously. "These devices are small," she said, "but they can move fast and adapt. We will use them to confuse the aliens and slow them down. They expect fear. We will give them intelligence, surprise, and chaos." Ethan Cole, a young engineer with quick hands, was building one of the first prototype ships. It was small, shaped like a dart, with engines that could accelerate faster than humans had ever tried. "They'll never see this coming," Ethan said. "We are not fighting like other species. They cannot predict humans. That is our advantage." Jack Morris flew over the Atlantic with a squad of volunteers. Small ships zipped around his fighter like a swarm of fireflies. Pilots like Amy Parker coordinated with engineers on the ground. Every move was practiced but flexible. Humans were learning to use their weakness as strength. On the other side of the world, families, scientists, and soldiers were preparing other tools. Makeshift shelters, improvised weapons, and fast-responding drones were all deployed. Humans were turning every city into a hub of activity. Ordinary people became part of the defense. Children helped deliver supplies. Farmers loaded equipment onto trucks. Nobody was idle. Everyone had a role. In Washington, President Daniel Stewart watched monitors showing alien ships moving in perfect formation. Their silence was frightening. Advisors whispered that nothing humans had could match the alien technology. Yet the president did not panic. He had confidence in people like Jack Morris and Lisa Brown. "We cannot fight them with weapons alone," he said to his team. "We fight with humans. Our greatest weapon is ourselves. We adapt. We survive. We will show them that." Jack and Amy flew to a hidden launch base in Alaska. The base was built decades ago for emergencies, but now it became humanity's most important command center. Engineers worked on the small ships, installing alien tech that had been recovered from meteorites. Each piece of alien tech was tested, modified, and combined with human systems. Humans were creating machines no alien could predict. "We cannot stop them head-on," Jack said to his squad. "We strike, confuse, and disappear. We do not fight their fleet directly. We fight in ways they will never expect." The first test was a success. A small human ship darted around a massive alien cruiser, avoiding lasers and sensors. It disabled communications for just a few minutes, but those minutes were enough. The aliens reacted with confusion. Ships that had been perfect and coordinated suddenly lost formation. Humans cheered quietly in hidden bases. The first step was done. They had shown that humans could act fast, think fast, and survive. Dr. Lisa Brown activated another device. Tiny drones, no larger than birds, flew silently into orbit. They could analyze alien energy fields, mimic ship movements, and even jam sensors. "They think they control space," Lisa said. "We will prove they do not." In New York, civilians watched strange flashes in the sky. Drones zipped past alien ships, moving in impossible patterns. Humans risked their lives flying these small machines manually from control centers on the ground. No one cared about personal safety. The goal was survival. Every second counted. Ethan Cole worked on a larger device. It was a human-made ship, small but powerful enough to disable alien engines. The ship would sacrifice itself if necessary. "It's not about winning," Ethan said. "It's about showing them humans cannot be predicted. We survive by learning fast, acting together, and never giving up." As humans prepared, the aliens grew impatient. The fleet changed position, glowing with energy. Commanders scanned for human activity. Yet humans were everywhere and nowhere at once. Cities, deserts, oceans, and mountains hid people working together. Humans had adapted in hours what aliens thought would take years. Jack Morris led a squadron of ships toward the edge of the fleet. His ship was small and fragile but fast. He moved with precision, dodging sensors and lasers. Small drones followed him, moving in unpredictable patterns. The alien cruisers tried to detect the squadron, but humans were always a step ahead. Each human ship acted as a decoy, a spy, and a disruptor at once. Amy Parker monitored communications. She noticed alien signals changing, trying to adapt to human tactics. She smiled. "They're learning," she said. "They do not understand humans. They are trying, but humans change faster than they can predict." In Washington, President Stewart addressed the world again. "Humans are not helpless," he said. "We are small, but we are clever. We may not win with force, but we win with unity, courage, and determination. Tonight, the galaxy sees what humans are truly capable of." As night fell, human ships performed a coordinated strike. Small engines ignited across the sky, making the alien fleet confused. Humans did not destroy the fleet. Instead, they disabled systems, slowed key ships, and created illusions. Aliens tried to find the source but failed. Humans moved like shadows, striking and disappearing. In Boston, Dr. Lisa Brown watched monitors showing alien reactions. "They think they are in control," she said. "But humans do not act like any other species. They cannot predict us. That is our advantage." Jack Morris returned from the first strike. His ship was scratched and dented, but he was alive. Pilots who had risked their lives cheered as they landed. Engineers worked quickly to repair ships for the next strike. Humans had shown courage, intelligence, and surprise. The alien fleet had not expected humans to act this way. Ethan Cole and Amy Parker worked late into the night, analyzing alien signals. They noticed patterns that showed confusion, even fear. "They are learning," Ethan said, "and humans never stop learning." Across the world, ordinary humans helped. In Texas, volunteers moved supplies to shelters and launch sites. In Japan, engineers modified small ships with local technology. In Africa, farmers helped transport drones and devices to hidden bases. Humans everywhere acted together, united by a single goal: survival. Jack Morris met with Lisa Brown in Alaska. "We've done the first step," he said. "We've shown them humans fight differently. Now we prepare for the next step." "We need something bigger, something they will never forget." Lisa nodded. "We will use everything we have: alien tech, human intelligence, and courage. We cannot win with strength alone. We win by being human, unpredictable, fast, and united. They do not understand us, and they will pay for that mistake." The night was alive with human activity. Ships flew, drones moved silently, and engineers worked tirelessly. Humans had no illusion of safety. Every action carried risk. Yet there was hope. Humans had struck first, not with fear but with courage. The galaxy had not expected this. Humans had shown that they could act when the Council thought they would only beg or hide. In cities, children slept while parents watched the sky. In laboratories, engineers monitored alien responses. In military bases, soldiers repaired ships and prepared for the next strike. Humans were everywhere and invisible at the same time. No species had ever acted like this, and aliens did not know what to do. Jack Morris and his squadron prepared for another sortie at dawn. Every human ship was ready. Every pilot understood the risk. Yet they were not afraid. They had learned something in this first night. Humans could fight differently, survive differently, and act faster than anyone imagined. In Boston, Lisa Brown activated another device. It was small, almost invisible, but powerful enough to confuse multiple alien ships at once. "They think they can erase us," she said. "We will prove they cannot." Across the planet, humans waited for the next day. The first night had been a success. The alien fleet was confused, their systems disrupted. Humans had survived the first strike. Yet they knew this was only the beginning. The next hours would be even more dangerous. Jack Morris looked at the sky from the launch base. Small ships moved like fireflies around the massive alien fleet. He smiled faintly. Humans were small but clever. They could survive. And if the galaxy wanted to test them, humans would respond, not with fear but with action, intelligence, and courage. The galaxy had decided to destroy Earth. Humans had replied, and the reply shocked the Council. Humans were alive, and they were only getting started. The alien fleet had been slowed, confused, and irritated by humanity's first strike. The Galactic Council did not understand what they were facing. No species had ever fought like humans. The Council expected fear, submission, or surrender. Instead, humans were unpredictable, fast, and fearless. Jack Morris flew at the edge of the fleet, leading a squadron of human pilots in their small, fast ships. The sun reflected off the massive alien cruisers, making them look even bigger. The ships had strange colors, shifting lights, and alien symbols etched into metal that humans could barely understand. Yet Jack did not hesitate. Humans had learned to use the shadows, the speed, and even their weakness as strength. "Remember the plan," Jack said over the comms. "We do not attack directly. We confuse, disable, and vanish. Every ship counts. Every move counts." His squadron darted between cruisers, small ships like specks of dust against the massive alien fleet. Human drones followed, invisible at first, then striking systems that the aliens thought were secure. Alarms went off across the alien command ships. Energy shields flickered, weapons misfired, and communication lines broke. The fleet commander, a tall alien with skin like polished stone, stared at the monitors. He could not understand what humans were doing. "How can such a small species disrupt us?" he barked at his officers. Back on Earth, Dr. Lisa Brown monitored the strike from Boston. Her team had predicted exactly how humans could exploit gaps in alien systems. "They are panicking," she said quietly. "Not because humans are strong, but because humans are clever, fast, and united. They do not act like other species. This is why they are dangerous." Ethan Cole and Amy Parker worked side by side. Amy watched alien signals and translated patterns. Ethan adjusted small engines on human ships remotely. "They think they are the hunters," Ethan said. "But humans fight like predators too, in a way no one expects." Jack led his squadron to a group of alien cruisers that were over a city in Brazil. Humans did not intend to destroy the ships. Instead, they aimed for the systems controlling energy shields and sensors. Jack maneuvered his small fighter through a narrow gap. His hands were steady. Every pilot behind him followed perfectly. A drone attached to the alien ship's hull, releasing a small magnetic pulse. Suddenly, the cruiser's shields dropped, weapons stopped functioning for minutes, and alien pilots shouted in confusion. "Nice work," Jack said over the comms. "They don't know what hit them." On the ground, ordinary humans watched drones and small ships moving like shadows over alien cruisers. Even civilians began to cheer quietly. No one thought they could do this, yet here they were, humans fighting a galactic fleet, using brains instead of brute force. In Alaska, Lisa Brown activated another hidden device. It sent small pulses into the alien ships' networks, creating false targets, phantom threats, and confusing their systems further. The aliens scrambled to respond. Every move humans made seemed impossible to predict. Jack returned from the first wave of strikes, landing his fighter on a hidden launch base. His ship was scratched, some panels damaged but functional. Engineers rushed to repair it for the next sortie. Humans were tireless. They rested little, acted fast, and adapted faster. Amy Parker reported, "They are trying to regroup, but every attempt fails. Humans are too unpredictable." Ethan smiled. "We're not just fighting them," he said. "We're teaching them. Humans fight differently, and that scares them more than strength ever could." Meanwhile, the council gathered in a massive chamber on a distant planet. Alien leaders argued, confused and frightened. "We cannot destroy them like this," one said. "They are small, weak, and ill-equipped, yet they are everywhere at once. Every strike fails. Their courage is unreal." Another alien added, "They do not fight for power, control, or dominance. They fight for each other. That is why they survive." The council did not like this. No species had ever fought for others instead of themselves. Humans were breaking the rules of warfare. No species could predict their moves, anticipate their actions, or stop their courage. Humans were chaos in motion, but controlled chaos, united by determination. Jack Morris prepared for a second strike. He gathered his squadron and addressed them. "The first strike was a warning," he said. "Now we hit harder but still carefully. We show them humans cannot be destroyed easily. We fight for every person on Earth. We fight for survival, not conquest." The squadron took off, moving like shadows through space. Human ships were small, fast, and unpredictable. Drones followed, disrupting alien sensors, jamming systems, and creating illusions. Alien ships tried to fire but misfired or targeted empty space. Humans struck, vanished, and struck again. In a city in India, humans watched alien weapons misfire over the skies. Ordinary people cheered. Humans had survived the first wave and the second. Hope spread across the planet. Humans felt their courage, their unity, and their cleverness. They were not powerless. Jack's squadron attacked a group of alien cruisers over Africa. He guided a drone toward a ship controlling multiple smaller vessels. The drone released an electromagnetic pulse. The smaller ships spun out of formation, crashing into each other. Alien pilots shouted in confusion. No one could understand how humans managed this. Back on Earth, Dr. Lisa Brown smiled. "They are learning too slowly," she said. "Humans are fast. Humans are united. Humans never give up. They cannot predict this. We are showing them what humans are really capable of." Ethan Cole adjusted a drone's programming in real time. Amy Parker analyzed alien reactions. Humans worked as one system, a single organism of courage, intelligence, and speed. Every small action multiplied, creating chaos for the alien fleet. Jack returned to base after another strike. Pilots cheered quietly, engineers rushed to repair ships, and civilians continued their work. Humans were everywhere and nowhere at once. Ordinary people had become part of the defense, proving that courage was stronger than fear. As the night continued, humans performed their third strike. Drones moved like birds, small ships like shadows, and every move confused the alien fleet further. Alien commanders were growing frustrated. No one could predict humans. No one could stop humans. The council began to realize that this species, so small and weak, could not be ignored. In Washington, President Stewart addressed the world. "Humans are surviving because they fight differently. Not because they are the strongest, but because they are united. Every human is part of this defense. Every citizen matters. The galaxy sees what humans can do when they refuse to give up." Jack Morris looked at the sky from the launch base. Small ships moved in impossible patterns. Drones flickered like stars around massive alien cruisers. Humans were alive, humans were fighting, and humans were learning faster than anyone in the galaxy could imagine. Amy Parker reported, "The council is panicking. They are trying to adapt, but humans are too fast, too clever, and too united." Ethan Cole nodded. "They will never forget this day. Humans fight differently, and that is why they survive." The night ended with humans holding the skies. Alien ships had been disabled in parts, systems disrupted, and crews confused. Humans had not destroyed the fleet, but they had shown courage, intelligence, and unpredictability. The galaxy had underestimated them. Dr. Lisa Brown whispered to Jack, "We've shown them humans cannot be predicted. Now we prepare for what comes next. We will strike again, and each time they will respect or fear us more." Jack nodded. "Then let's make sure they never forget that humans do not surrender." Humans rested little, repaired, and prepared for the next day. They had survived multiple strikes and confused the alien fleet. The Council began to realize the danger of humanity. Not strength, not power, but courage, unity, and intelligence. Humans fought differently, and no species had ever faced this. The first night had ended. Humans were alive. The alien fleet had not won, and humans were ready to fight again. The galaxy had decided to erase Earth. Humanity had answered, and the answer was louder, faster, and braver than anyone could have expected. Humans were learning, adapting, and surviving. The Council had underestimated the true power of humanity, their will to live, their courage, and their unity. And that was only the beginning. The alien fleet had been slowed, confused, and shaken by humanity's strikes. Yet the Council still wanted Earth destroyed. They believed humans were dangerous and needed to be erased before they spread across the galaxy. They did not understand humans, not their courage, their unity, or their ability to survive against impossible odds. Jack Morris sat in a command center in Alaska, looking at the screens. Small human ships moved in patterns the aliens could not predict. Drones darted between the cruisers, disabling systems and creating illusions. Yet Jack knew the real battle was not just in the sky, it was in the minds of the alien leaders. "We need to make them see who we really are," Jack said to Amy Parker and Ethan Cole. "Not as a threat, but as humans who cannot be destroyed. We fight for each other, not for power or conquest. They need to understand that." Amy nodded. "I've been analyzing communications. Some alien ships are showing hesitation, confusion, even fear. They are learning slowly, but they don't understand humans yet." Ethan added, "Then we give them a demonstration they cannot ignore, something that shows why humans survive when others fail." Dr. Lisa Brown had been working on a bold plan. Small ships would capture alien leaders instead of destroying them. The plan was dangerous. If they failed, humans could be wiped out, but Lisa believed the risk was worth it. "We do not fight to kill," she said. "We fight to prove humans are different. We fight to show that our survival is not just skill, but courage, unity, and heart." Jack led a squadron of small ships toward the alien command cruiser. It was massive, glowing with energy, and heavily guarded. Humans moved like shadows, using speed and drones to confuse the fleet. The aliens tried to fire, but systems misfired. Shields flickered. Every move humans made was unpredictable. Amy guided the squadron remotely, coordinating each step. "Jack, you have a path clear on the upper side," she said. "Use it. The drones are creating a distraction on the lower hull." Jack nodded and maneuvered his fighter with precision. A small capture pod attached to his ship carried a magnetic field strong enough to hold alien leaders safely without harming them. The pod extended, grabbed the cruiser's command section, and retracted. The alien leaders inside had no idea what was happening. "We've got them," Jack said quietly. "Bring them back to base." Humans cheered quietly on the ground as the alien leaders were brought down safely. The Council had underestimated humans again. Instead of destroying life, humans had captured it. Humans had proven they were not just fighters, but learners, adapters, and leaders. Once the alien leaders were secured, Dr. Lisa Brown began the process of communication. She used human technology, empathy, and patience to explain to the aliens why humans survived. "You see only violence and destruction," Lisa said calmly, "but humans survive because we learn from pain, help each other, and adapt. We do not give up. We fight not just for ourselves, but for everyone around us. That is why we are dangerous in ways you cannot control." The captured aliens looked confused. No species had ever explained survival in this way. They had expected threats, fear, and surrender. Instead, they saw courage, intelligence, and unity. Humans were showing them something they could not understand, a species that thrived because of resilience, not dominance. Jack watched as the alien leaders struggled to comprehend humans. He remembered every disaster humans had survived: wars, storms, famines, and diseases. Every time, humans had rebuilt, learned, and grown stronger. He realized that what the Council feared most was not human strength, it was human spirit. Amy translated subtle alien reactions. She noticed hesitation, doubt, and curiosity. "They are questioning the Council's decision," she said. "They are beginning to see humans as different, not just dangerous." Ethan worked on systems to display human history, culture, and achievements. Images of rebuilding after disasters, helping strangers, and solving impossible problems were shown to the aliens. Every story emphasized courage, teamwork, and resilience. The aliens began to understand that humans survived not because of weapons, but because of their will to live, learn, and help each other. Back at the council chamber, leaders argued. "We cannot ignore this," one said. "This species does not fight for power. They fight for each other. They survive when all odds are against them. This is dangerous." Another alien added, "They have captured our leaders without killing anyone. They are clever, fast, and united. No species has ever done this." Jack and Lisa held another meeting with the captured aliens. Humans explained their decisions not as a threat but as a lesson. "We fight," Lisa said, "because we do not surrender. We survive because we help each other. We adapt because we must. If you erase us, you destroy the chance to understand something truly remarkable." The alien leaders looked at each other in silence. For the first time, some of them doubted the council. They had underestimated humans. Humans were not just a small, weak species. They were a species that refused to die, no matter what. Jack led the squadron on another mission, this time to demonstrate human tactics again. Small ships moved around the fleet, creating illusions and distractions. Drones disabled key systems. Alien ships tried to respond, but humans acted faster, smarter, and more united. The Council began to realize that humans were more than unpredictable. They were unstoppable in ways that mattered most. In cities across Earth, people watched as the alien fleet seemed disoriented. Humans had captured leaders, disrupted systems, and shown courage and intelligence. Hope spread. Humans were alive, united, and proving their value. Ethan and Amy worked tirelessly, analyzing alien reactions. "They are beginning to respect us," Amy said. "Some of them may even fear us, not because we are violent, but because we survive differently." Dr. Lisa Brown activated another device to project human achievements across the alien fleet. Images of survival, compassion, and courage filled alien screens. Humans had survived floods, fires, wars, and diseases. Humans had built, rebuilt, and adapted countless times. The aliens began to see that humans were different from every species they had known. Jack watched the alien leaders, now calmer but still cautious. "This is our message," he said. "Humans survive because we never give up and because we fight for more than ourselves. We are dangerous not because we destroy, but because we endure." The captured aliens were returned to a secure location where council members observed. The lesson was clear. Humans could not be destroyed easily. They survived because of courage, unity, and intelligence. The council began to reconsider their decision. Earth was no longer just a planet to erase. Humans were a force the galaxy could not ignore. Back on Earth, humans continued to prepare for what could come next. Pilots trained, drones flew, engineers repaired ships, and civilians continued their work. Humans were everywhere, yet invisible, united by a single goal: survival. Jack Morris spoke to his squadron. "We've shown them we cannot be predicted. Now we must show them we cannot be ignored. We fight with courage, intelligence, and unity. We survive because we help each other. That is our greatest weapon." Amy Parker added, "They are learning slowly, but humans act faster. The galaxy will understand eventually. Humans are not just a species. They are an example of survival in its purest form. Ethan Cole smiled. And the best part is, we don't just survive, we inspire. Every move we make proves that humans cannot be erased without understanding what makes them strong. The night ended with humans holding the skies and minds of the aliens. Humans had captured leaders, shown courage, and revealed the truth of their survival. The council began to fear not just human power, but human spirit. Dr. Lisa Brown whispered to Jack, "We've done more than survive. We've taught the galaxy something new. They may have wanted to erase us, but now they must see us. Humans cannot be ignored." Jack nodded. "Then let's prepare for what comes next." The galaxy has learned one truth. Humans survive, adapt, and never give up, and it is only the beginning. Humans rested little, repaired, and prepared for the next challenge. The council began to see the danger of humanity. Not weapons, not strength, but courage, unity, and intelligence. Humans had captured alien leaders, revealed the truth of their resilience, and forced the galaxy to reconsider. Earth was alive. Humans were united. The council could no longer ignore them. And that was the beginning of the final reply. The reply that would shock the galaxy. Forever the galaxy had underestimated humans. They had thought humans would beg, surrender, or hide. Instead, humans had fought, survived, and taught the council a lesson no one would forget. Jack Morris looked at the massive alien fleet hovering over Earth, but he did not feel fear. Humans had learned, adapted, and survived. Now it was time to finish the reply. "This is it," Jack said to his squadron. "We show them humans are alive, united, and unstoppable in ways they cannot understand. We fight not to destroy, but to prove our spirit." Amy Parker monitored alien communications. She noticed hesitation and doubt spreading through the fleet. "They are afraid," she said quietly. "Not because we are stronger, but because we survive differently. We fight for each other, and that terrifies them." Ethan Cole adjusted drones and small ships. "Every move counts," he said. "We cannot give them a chance to think we are weak. Humans never give up. We make them respect us or fear us, sometimes both." Dr. Lisa Brown activated the final set of devices. Small drones disguised as stars moved in patterns around the alien fleet. Ships were disrupted, illusions spread, and sensors failed. Humans did not attack to kill. They attacked to show intelligence, coordination, and courage. The alien fleet scrambled, unable to understand what was happening. Jack led his squadron in a precise formation around the central alien cruiser. The squadron moved fast, each pilot knowing exactly what to do. Small drones attached to the cruiser's hull, disabling weapons and communications. The aliens tried to respond, but humans acted faster than they could adapt. "This is our message," Jack said over the comms. "Humans survive because we never give up. Humans fight for each other, not for power. Humans cannot be erased because we endure, learn, and unite. Remember this." The captured alien leaders, now released back to their fleet, watched in disbelief. Humans had shown them courage, intelligence, and compassion. They had survived attacks, disrupted the fleet, and revealed a truth that the council could not deny. Humans were not just a species, they were a force of nature in their own way. In the council chamber, leaders argued. "They are different," one said. "We cannot destroy them. They fight for each other, they adapt faster than we can anticipate, and they survive against impossible odds. This is dangerous." Another leader added, "We underestimated them. We thought fear would control them. Instead, they teach us something new. Humans survive because of courage, unity, and intelligence. We cannot ignore that." Back on Earth, people watched the sky. Small human ships darted around alien cruisers, drones moved like fireflies, and ordinary citizens worked together to repair devices and support pilots. Humans were everywhere, yet invisible, united by a single goal: survival. The world held its breath. The reply was complete. Jack Morris guided his squadron through the final maneuvers. The alien fleet had been disrupted so many times that even their most advanced ships were confused. Illusions, false signals, and fast attacks made them uncertain. Humans had shown they were unpredictable, fearless, and united. Amy Parker reported, "They are trying to adapt, but humans act faster. Every time they think they understand us, we change. They fear our unity more than our weapons." Ethan Cole added, "They are learning the hardest lesson. Humans survive not because we are strong, but because we never give up." Dr. Lisa Brown projected human history across alien monitors. Images showed humans surviving disasters, rebuilding cities, helping strangers, and solving impossible problems. Humans had lived through wars, famines, floods, and storms. Humans had rebuilt, learned, and grown stronger every time. The aliens began to understand that humans were dangerous in ways no species had ever faced. Jack landed on a hidden base and addressed the global teams. "We've completed the final demonstration," he said. "The galaxy now sees what humans are capable of. We have not destroyed anyone unnecessarily, but we have shown courage, unity, and intelligence. The Council cannot erase us. They must respect us." President Daniel Stewart appeared on screens worldwide. "People of Earth," he said, "we have survived what no one thought possible. The galaxy decided we should die, but we have replied, not with destruction but with courage. Humans survive because we learn, adapt, and never give up. We are alive, united, and ready for what comes next." Across Earth, humans cheered quietly, hugged, and worked together. Soldiers repaired ships, scientists tested devices, and civilians moved supplies. Humans were everywhere, united in purpose. They had survived impossible odds and proven their value. Back on the alien fleet, the Council convened again. Hesitation and doubt spread among the leaders. "We cannot ignore them," one said. "Humans are alive, clever, and united. They survive because they help each other. We cannot erase them without understanding what makes them strong." Another added, "We must respect them or fear them. Humans are unlike any species we have ever faced. They fight for each other, not for power. They endure when all odds are against them. This is remarkable." Jack, Lisa, Amy, and Ethan watched the responses. Humans had not just survived, they had taught the galaxy a lesson. The Council canceled the order to destroy Earth. Humans were alive, respected, and feared for their courage and intelligence. Dr. Lisa Brown said quietly, "We did not destroy anyone. We showed them why humans survive. Courage, unity, and intelligence are stronger than fear and force." Jack nodded. "We fought not just to survive, but to prove humans are a force the galaxy cannot ignore, and they have learned that." Amy Parker added, "The galaxy will now remember us. Humans are alive, united, and different. We act in ways no species can predict. That is why we survive." Ethan Cole smiled. "Humans have always survived because we never give up. Now the galaxy knows it too." Over the next hours, humans repaired, trained, and strengthened their defenses. The alien fleet remained in orbit but no longer attacked. Humans had proved themselves. The Council had learned that humans could not be destroyed without consequences. Earth was safe for now, and humans had earned a new reputation across the stars. Jack looked at the sky from the launch base. Small ships moved like fireflies around the alien fleet, drones flickered, and humans worked everywhere. "We survived," he said quietly. "Not because we are the strongest, but because we never give up." Dr. Lisa Brown added, "And now the galaxy knows it too. Humans are a force no one can erase, and we are just beginning." Amy Parker reported, "The Council is debating, but we can see respect and fear in their reactions. They underestimated humans, and they will never do it again." Ethan Cole nodded. "They have learned the ultimate lesson. Humans survive because of courage, unity, and intelligence. Not weapons, not size, not numbers. Humans survive because we refuse to die." Across Earth, people celebrated quietly. Soldiers, scientists, engineers, and civilians all worked together. Humans had survived the impossible. The alien fleet still loomed above, but humans had proven themselves. The galaxy had learned that humans could not be erased. Jack turned to his squadron. "This is not the end," he said. "Humans have survived, yes, but we must grow stronger, wiser, and always united. The galaxy respects us now. Some fear us. That is our advantage. Never forget who we are and why we survive." Dr. Lisa Brown smiled. "Humans endure because we help each other, learn from mistakes, and adapt. We survive because we refuse to give up. The galaxy has seen our strength. Now they know the truth." The Alien Council finally addressed the fleet. "Earth will not be destroyed," one leader said. "Humans are a force unlike any we have faced. We will observe, respect, and fear them. They survive because they endure, adapt, and unite. No species has ever done this." Jack, Lisa, Amy, and Ethan watched from Earth. Humans had not only survived, they had changed the galaxy's view of them forever. They had fought impossible odds, captured alien leaders, revealed the truth of their resilience, and forced the Council to respect and fear humanity. President Stewart addressed Earth one final time. "Humans have survived against impossible odds. We have shown courage, unity, and intelligence. The galaxy has learned a truth. Humans cannot be erased, underestimated, or ignored. We are alive and we will continue to survive." Humans across the world celebrated. Children laughed, families hugged, and people worked together. Humans had survived what the galaxy thought impossible. They had replied in a way that shocked everyone. They had survived because they never gave up, because they fought for each other, and because they were humans. Jack looked at the sky one last time. The alien fleet remained, but humans were ready for anything. Small ships moved in patterns, drones flickered, and humans worked everywhere. The galaxy had learned one truth: humans survive, adapt, and endure. And with that, Earth was safe. Humanity had delivered its ultimate reply. The Council had learned to respect humans, and the galaxy would never forget it. Humans had survived, and they had only just begun. The stars above shone silently. Humans below looked up and smiled. The galaxy had decided Earth should die, but humanity's reply had shocked everyone. Humans had survived. Humans had won, not by power, but by courage, unity, and intelligence. And the story of Earth's survival would be remembered across the stars forever.